Hi, I'm Solomon Peretsky, and I'd like to welcome you to a sales skill mini course on the 4 ways to get there from Custom Skills Development. Custom Skills Development is an organization that focuses on providing commercial real estate training and development to help agents grow their businesses and make more money with less effort. So let's get right down to it. You know, I've seen this presentation or something similar to it in the concept of the 4 zones. The problem with the 4 zones, and I'll take you through it, is I don't really know what a zone is. What I do know is how to drive. So instead of talking about, well, we'll just go through it and I'll show you what I mean. Right? And one of the ways that you can get there is by coasting. And coasting is really the dead zone. And I'll take you into that in a second. Then there's cruising, which is the comfort zone. And I'm guessing that just about everybody who's listening to this has at one point in their career or another been cruising. When things go wrong, you panic and you end up having to take evasive maneuvers. And usually that comes up because you've been coasting or cruising. And finally, the place you really want to be is where you're stretching your skills and you're out there. Of course, if you're driving, you're not violating any traffic laws, but you've got a commercial real estate business where you are driving hard. So let's talk about coasting, and I think you all know people who are coasting in their business, and they're moving, at least for now. And you're coasting, it's all well and good until you hit a hill, right? People who are coasting, they're stuck. They're not planning to grow. They don't have any goals. They don't have any vision of their business. They have no opportunity to grow. They're just taking advantage of the inertia they have in their business and riding it out as long as they can. Really, they're out of the business. They're dead. They just don't realize it yet. One of the things you can tell when someone is coasting is they're not really looking forward. They're looking backwards. They're looking at the hill they're coming off of and the head of steam they've built up. They're not focusing on what's ahead of them at all. Coasting is a very, very bad way to be because it only works for a short period of time. Cruising's a little better. It's comfortable. You're kicking back, you got your cruise control on, maybe you're listening to the radio, maybe you're talking to your companion, or you're just cruising, which means you are effectively rolling along. You get on an interstate in the middle of nowhere and set your cruise control. There's nothing going on. You can keep going just about forever. So it can be very effective. You're rolling along till something happens, of course. You know, you're in a state of inertia, so you're going to keep doing the same thing, right? What worked before is working now, will probably work in the future. If I was going 65 in a 65 and I was getting there and not getting ticketed, I should probably keep going 65, right? Someone gets on the road in front of me. Yeah, I'm probably not going to touch the brakes. I'll just dip into the other lane, smoothly go around them, keep going. So I'm not really changing anything. I might be tweaking a little bit, but I'm just kind of going along. Everything's working, and you know what? I'm very comfortable. The cruise zone is very good because if you've ever driven in the middle of nowhere for a while, you might have gotten highway hypnosis, which is what happens when you're on a long, boring road, and all of a sudden you just don't notice things. You cruise, you cruise, you cruise, and then bam, something happens. And when something happens, you end up having to take evasive maneuvers. You're panicking. You're in that panic zone. And yeah, when you're in trouble, you sure want to do something, and you're trying very, very hard to do something. Okay, and by the way, it can be a good thing if you're not paying attention to driving and something goes wrong on the road and you get out of it, it's going to make you pay attention. So evasive maneuvers, having to take them and having to take them in your business when something blows up and you got to try really hard to change can be a very, very good thing because it can wake you up and get you out of that cruise zone. Here's the problem with when you're acting out of panic and you're in a bad situation. Your business isn't working anymore and you're no longer comfortable. Okay, there's a few different things that can happen. One is, just like if something goes wrong on the road, you got a blowout. If you grab the wheel, you steer into the blowout and you get control of your car, you'll be okay. So you take those evasive maneuvers, you fix what's wrong with the car, or in your business, you assess your situation, you take the actions you need to bring your business back, and then you're okay. Of course, the other thing that happens when you end up in a bad situation is you don't recover from it. In your car, it's an accident. In your business, it's usually either that your business ends up shutting down because you just can't move your business forward anymore. It's gone. You've gone too far. The problems are too big. Or even if the business is savable, the effort of doing those invasive maneuvers and turning your business around is so much that you burn out. So this is the problem with over depending on cruising and the problem with coasting. If you do it, you almost always end up in a dangerous situation that sometimes you don't get out of. So what's the solution? Well, a business person would, or a traditional commercial real estate training and development coach would say, get in the stretch zone. I don't know about the stretch zone. I know that I enjoy driving legally, but driving hard. I want to control my car. I want to shift my gears. I want to drive hard and be in control of where I'm going at all times. And that means I'm watching the road. It means I'm looking for blind spots. It means I'm paying attention to the gauges on my car, the feel of my steering wheel. I'm looking out the windshield. I am constantly seeking feedback. Okay? And you can do that in business too. You're always looking for the information that you need to help you do better and get better. Okay? If you're really driving, there's nothing more fun than some variations in topography or curves. You're really getting out there. You're enjoying doing what you're doing. Well, same thing with business. Okay, you've probably all heard that canard that the Chinese use the same character for crisis that they do for opportunity. It's technically not true, but neither here nor there. But it's true, right? When there's change, there's an opportunity. Just like when you're driving, the fun stuff isn't on the interstate. It's on the twisty, turny roads. So you're driving hard. You're taking advantage of opportunities, and you are the one that is behind the wheel. You are controlling your business. You are controlling your destiny. That's the benefit. So when you're doing this, you're always engaged. You're always trying hard. And you know what? This is the way that you want to be. Whether it's on the road or it's in your commercial real estate business. I know cruising seems comfortable. And I know that it's very easy for a commercial real estate business to go there. The problem with that is usually things go wrong and you're too comfortable to notice it. When you're always engaged in your business, you're always getting better, you're getting ahead of issues, you're not having problems, and you're building growth. You're stretching yourself and stretching your business. That's the way you want to be. So, yeah, I know it's just a brief little course. I hope you've got some things to think about. I hope you found it interesting. If you have any questions, please go to our website and follow up with us. If you'd like more commercial real estate training and development resources, there's loads of them right at customskills.com. Again, I'm Solomon Paretsky, and I'm a commercial real estate training and development coach with Custom Skills Development. I want to thank you for spending a little bit of time with me, and I hope I talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.